Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians cast, episode 856. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and my double agent is Scott. What's up, Scott?
Just spying on everybody.
There you go. Whole lot of brain damage going on around here. All right. So anyway, speaking of brain damage, what were we talking about brain damage for Doctor Who?
Yeah. Moffat. We were discussing what the possibility of what Moffat's last thing was. And I said, had was funny if Moffat was brain farting, sees Capaldi, mistakes him for actually the Doctor at a convention, starts bouncing off. This is what I got planned for you, Doctor. This is what we're going to do for your last episode, Doctor.
He's like, oh, real? What are you talking about? Oh, so you mean have an episode within an episode? Like, in other words,
yeah.
Do one of those things where he thinks that the Doctor's a fictional character. I hate that stuff when they do stuff like that. They did that in a Fantastic Four comic, where you find out that the writer is an artist is drawing them, and they're just a fictional thing. I don't like that. They did that in Deep Space Nine too, I think, a little bit too. But I don't know. For some reason, I have a feeling he might appear in the Christmas special next year, 2017, but as something. I don't know what. Maybe he'll play. I don't know. But he has to do something big for a Christmas special. That's his last episode. Moffat.
His big last hurrah, at least.
So you know what the funny thing is, though? He don't technically have to leave Doctor Who. Like, he could technically be a writer for Chibnall and just throw in an episode once in a while. He don't have to, just flat out leave.
Unless he's just going, I've had enough of the headaches. I've had enough of everybody griping about how I've left this open and that open. So all power to you, my dear friends.
But the thing is that he makes such a big deal that Russell T. Davies won't write an episode for him when he's the showrunner. So why does he have to follow in the same footsteps? Why can't Moffat supply an episode for Chibnall's reign unless Chibnall doesn't want him?
Yeah, that's what I was starting to think too.
So that is something.
Well, a story that totally undoes something somebody else does a few episodes before.
Yeah, there might be friction because Chibnall might be switching stuff around. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, maybe. So, do you think that this character of Bill is going to be so monumental that she's going to be kept for another season?
They're probably going to have to do at least two. I'm going to say at least two. I'm going to say 2 or 3 episodes till she really warms up to people. But then at least by the second one, they're going to say, this gal, the actress playing her, everybody likes her. They can get into her. We'll keep her on for another season.
Right.
Don't know if they'll probably use her for the first Christmas adventure, but if they carry her over, they would definitely do it for the.
Well, she's technically that Christmas special. She could appear in that next year.
Yeah.
Technically, I think, in theory, because it's a part of the, same year.
Unless they're going to do like they did with Clara, like he keeps coming in and out of her life, which I hope they don't do. Either keep her.
I don't want to have that ever again, where the Doctor knows when they're born. They're 5, they're 10, they're 15, they're 20. It's just ridiculous. No. That's too freaky. Too weird. I think they should stay away from that. Yeah, stalkish, yeah. But I do think that they need to explain a lot of stuff that happened in the Smith era. I think that there should be a villain behind the villain. Someone that made Madame Gravarian powerful. Someone that made the TARDIS blow up. Someone that had enough energy to project a doppelganger or ganger outside the universe. And the only person I can think of that has that much power is possibly Missy using the time ship from the Madame de Pompadour, Marie Antoinette, or something.
Black Guardian.
Or Omega. Yeah, Black Guardian.
Well, because like I said, I know I've said this. I honestly think Moffat probably rubbed somebody the wrong way doing something at the BBC, and that's why the BBC would not release all the
Omega.
people I wanted to see during his era. I honestly
There's got to be a reason why you can't use Omega. That's weird. You know, doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, save it. Yeah, save it for the K9 adventure, the K9 movie.
I know he was going to put K9 in the episode, but then I guess he couldn't. Originally, K9 I think was supposed to be in Last Christmas or something. Original, but maybe they'll fix the Danny Pink thing. You know, what'd be weird. What if Bill turns out to be a pink?
Ooh,
Like Danny Pink's sister or something.
or
Like,
cousin.
you know, like that she just was in a different orphanage or whatever reason, and she just weird stuff. You find out in her last episode, her last name is Pink. That'd be interesting. Or maybe she's related to Martha or something. Who knows?
Because I think,
But maybe she could be related to a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she could be related to the king, the guy from the End of Time or something.
Yeah,
That'd be a twist, right? She's the other sister to that girl, maybe, or something like that. That'd be weird. It would be nice to have the Weeping Angels this year.
yeah.
Well, next year, whatever. But it would also be nice if they do a
So I got the silence. I'd love to see the. Vashton and Rana. That's what I was trying to think of. I'd love to see the Vashton and Rana. That would be.
I would love to see the Jadoon go after the Doctor.
Oh yes.
They're pissed that he just, you know, or maybe not. I mean, it'd be cool to have, you know. See, the problem is that all the villains are becoming heroes, and it's not good. You know, like, I mean, they're either making them heroes or they're making them a joke. So we need to have somebody that's big besides Daleks and Cybermen. I mean, Ice Warriors, yeah.
Yeah,
We need
that's
to
what
bring
they
somebody
did with
back.
the Zygons. They made them like, oh, they're good guys now. No, I mean, I'm sorry. I want the Zygons to remain villains because they make a good villain because you never know. Are you talking to a Zygon or are you talking to the genuine article?
Right. What if they made a cross between a mesh or a mix between a Dalek and a Cyberman as a separate species?
Ooh.
Wouldn't that be weird?
Ooh.
Like somebody just started messing around and mixed them together.
Ooh.
But like they look
whose
totally
armor
weird,
would
right?
No. Because either way, I could think of an interesting thing because the mask could open and there's like
You could have, you know what it could be? It could look like a minute. It could look like a Minotaur, but the Cyberman body has two arms, whatever, but then it has a Dalek bottom or something, right? Like the Dalek bottom, but the Cyberman top. It'll be like, you know, weird, right? That'd be interesting. That'd be a cool thing to do, or explore that. What's that? You said, what'd you say?
Go ahead.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said the Cult of Skaro. Thought would have been kind of one of the Daleks that had gotten blasted on the stage had actually dropped out of their armor.
Oh, with Daleks Take Manhattan? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. One of them had actually dropped out of their armor, was destroyed, crawls back to the armor, which of course the hybrid came from, and uses that armor to someplace. Travel.
Well, you know what they could do? They could do a story where there's an offshoot of Daleks without like that are exposed like that, you know, with the tentacles and everything, but they're super size. So they're like a huge octopus type of thing on top of the Dalek or some weird thing like that. That would be pretty cool.
They only have like the skirt half, and the top half is
just
actually
like a Cyberman half. Yeah, that would be great. If they did something like that. Or if they had.
Come on, there was always this talk about the Thals. I love to see. I thought it was kind of sad after Destiny of the Daleks. You never hear about the Thals anymore. Even in the new series, you never hear about the Thals being the secondary race on Skaro.
That was like the race that was like Rick James, right? With the white, they were all dressed in white, and they had like the dreadlocks, like Rick James.
The dreadlocks were the Movellans.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, the Movellans were the dreadlock ones. The Thals were the other inhabitants of Skaro.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm sure that she got away, Missy, the same way that the Doctor did in that explanation at the beginning of which is familiar. But can't wait for Doctor to come back. Not just a Christmas special, but just in general.
Yes, same here.
It's too long of TV, man. And it's costing people jobs, and people just don't know what to talk about, and nobody's doing really podcasts. And
I mean, you cannot tell me they can't at least put an animated special out like they did with Dream and the one with Tenet and
yes, Infinity Quest, right? Whatever. Yeah.
Come on, give us some. Just don't let. Because if you keep letting them, because people are going to just go, "Oh, Doctor Who's back." Okay.
Well, that's the thing. It's like nobody has any enthusiasm. They're like, "Oh yeah, Christmas special, thanks." You know. Meanwhile, like we should be like jumping up and down, but we've been without a season this year, so people are just discouraged and like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the one episode."
Yeah. What do we got to look for? I mean, yes, podcast. Yes, the Big Finish dramas are great, but subscribe to them.
Well, I can't wait for Doctor Who to come back, mostly in April. It's going to be great. All right, Scott, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye for now.